Thank you, Bashar.
And good day to you.
I'm equal parts excited.
Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
I am so excited right now.
Oh, all right, thank you. Yes, I know. And other versions of me and other realities are answering them.
And thank you for
But
all
we'll
those
see what's
answers.
relevant for this particular version of you.
My challenge is symbolism.
Symbolism.
Yes.
All right, well, that's a big subject since every single thing in your physical reality is a symbol of an aspect of your consciousness. But by all means, do proceed.
I see every song that I hear on the radio as a conversation I'm having with my higher self.
Yes.
Then
those are your permission slips.
My permission slips are everywhere. It's
yes,
every
of course
moment
they are.
I have is symbolic to me of something. But there's this key log that's clogging up my river that I haven't been able to understand.
Clogging up your river. All right.
Yes, sir. I've had so much pain for the last 10 years.
What type?
Physical pain, chronic pain.
Of what?
I had my groin crushed from the inside.
How exciting.
It was the most painful gift, the most excitingly horrible gift I've ever been given. It was wonderful.
All right.
I think that
this persists?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to be so formal. You don't have to call us sir.
I see it as this perfect experience.
How has it served you to have this experience? What has it led you to that you might otherwise not have experienced had it not occurred?
It's led me to a million questions about myself and about the nature of personal reality.
All right.
I see myself as everything else having the experience of God. And I'm God expressing Himself through this experience.
Yes. May I ask you a question?
Please do.
Do you believe that you need to continue the experience in this way in order to learn what you need to learn?
I do not think that I need to continue the pain.
Stop. Let's do that one more time, because that's not what I asked you.
I don't think I need the experience.
That's not what I asked you.
Please repeat the question.
And therein in your answer lies your answer. I asked you if you believed you needed to continue this experience in order to learn what you need to learn. And you said, I don't think I do. Or I think I don't need it. You didn't say you believed. Or you knew that you didn't need it. Big difference.
That's a huge difference.
So, that is your key right there to explore what is it within your belief system says that without this, I will not receive what I need. You need to spend some time exploring your belief system to find out the belief itself, which is far different than what you think or feel.
That's my hurdle. That's my challenge that I've come to you with.
All right. And remember, there is yet another level above and beyond the belief that is knowing. It is important for you to get to the point where you know it's true, that you don't need this physical experience that way in order to receive what you need. You have to know it. And when you know something to be true, it's way more powerful even than belief, because knowing and action are synonymous. If I asked you to walk across the room, you wouldn't stand there and go, well, I believe I can. Let me see. Do I think I can walk across the room? Well, I feel like I can. You would just walk. You wouldn't even have the dialogue because you know that you can walk across the room. So you don't even question it. Knowing and action are synonymous. So when you know you don't need this, you will act like you know you don't need it. And when you truly, in your behavior, show that you don't need it, you won't need it.
I feel that exact same way. I felt that when I walked in the room. And
right.
I feel like I'm my own worst enemy, but I'm also my own best friend.
Absolutely.
It's a gift I've given myself.
You contain the polarity. Nevertheless, you need to explore deeply and honestly within yourself what the negative belief system is that is allowing you to believe that you must experience the pain, that you must suffer in order to know what it is you need to know, because you don't need to suffer to know what it is you need to know. So You must find out what that belief is that says that you do.
Suffering is a choice, and
Yes,
I'm
it is.
very aware that a part of my higher brain, my higher consciousness, is choosing this.
No.
But this,
No.
I'm choosing this.
Yes, you are.
How can I stop
The
choosing
higher
this?
mind is only letting you know that it is a choice.
If I say I choose to stop doing this,
Yes.
how can I? It's as if I can't get out of my own way.
I understand. And the reason that you feel and experience that you can't get out of your own way is because you haven't found the belief yet. Please remember what we have said about negative beliefs. Negative beliefs will do everything in their power to maintain themselves, including hiding themselves as best as they can, so that you don't know that they're there, so that you don't understand that they are what is perpetuating the experience. They will make you think it's everything else. But what you really need is the willingness to dig down, no matter how fearful it may seem. You need the willingness to go through that fear and find out what that belief actually is, and know that it is there, and know that there is something to find, and not be afraid to find it. Most people on your planet are afraid unconsciously to dig down that deep, because what they're afraid of is a product of the negative belief as well. And that is, the negative belief makes you believe that if you dig down to find the negative belief, that what you find out about yourself that's negative will actually be empirically true. And therefore you don't want to look, because you're afraid that if you find it, that's what you actually will find out about yourself, that that negative thing is actually true. I guarantee you it never will be. That's just the smoke and mirrors from the negative belief, doing everything in its power to prevent you from letting it go, because that's what it's designed to do.
I have a follow-up, if that's okay.
Yes.
I'm okay with anything that I could find inside of myself that I might be scared of. There's nothing that I would worry about.
And yet
the part that I feel shame about is having the pain itself. I have 3 children.
And when you let that shame go, which is also a byproduct of fear, you're still dealing with negative energy when you experience shame.
I agree.
Because you're saying, I'm less than, less worthy than. I'll just put it to you in this terminology. And perhaps you will see the irony in this to some degree.
Thank you.
You are suffering from a metaphysical malady that is common to many people on your planet exploring their spirituality. It's the malady that we have labeled, I should be better than this by now.
Yes, that's exactly it.
There is no such thing. No such thing.
It's a dichotomy. I feel like a perfect experience, but I feel like I should be better than I am. You're right.
Allow what is to be perfect, and you will use it up, and it will go away because you've used it. Deny that its existence belongs there, and it will remain forever.
Thank you for that.
You understand?
Yes.
Let go of that assumption that just because you're on a spiritual path, certain things shouldn't happen to me anymore. Nonsense. It's not about the fact that those things happen to you. What it's about is how you use them, how you respond to them. And yes, perhaps eventually it may be that those things don't manifest that way anymore. But while they do, there's a reason for it. If only that the reason is to demonstrate to you that you still react to the fact that it's there, which means you haven't changed. Because change is not about what changes on the outside in the physical realm. It's about how you change your response to what happens, even if it still looks the same. That's how you prove that you've changed, because it doesn't really matter how things look on the outside. You can get a positive and beneficial effect from anything, no matter how it looks, no matter how it's arranged. So when you really behave as if you know that, and let it be okay for what's happening to be there, then it won't stick around longer than the message it tends to deliver to you, because you'll be using it for the purpose it arrived instead of denying its existence. It shouldn't be here. Something's wrong. I should be better than this. I should be beyond this. All of that is pushing away the spring against the wall in the small room of the reality, and you know that when you try to shove a spring away, it has nowhere to go, and all it can do is spring back harder. Don't give it the energy. Say, oh look, a spring. It must be there for a reason. What positive reason can I give for it being there? And when you do that, you will use it up as quickly as you can possibly use it up, and then it will turn into something else. So as long as you experience shame for anything that appears in your life, you're not getting the point of why it's there, because it's there to show you you still have a shame reaction. And that means you haven't changed. So why should it?
That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Thank you.
I love you, Bashar.
Our love to you as well.